So we could have conceded a goal in the last few minutes of the game, right? We could have conceded a draw and it would have been a disaster if we did, right? So I really didn't like this game. It was one of these games that I wish I didn't watch at all and just check the results at the end. So it was terrible for me to watch. There is nothing really enjoyable about this game to talk about. But we got the 3 points. This is the most important thing. So we're now first with Madrid, same number of points, but we have an advantage in goal difference. So we're first. If La Liga would have ended today, we will be the La Liga champions, okay? So this game was awful, and so many players, I do not think that they realized how important the game, and they weren't concentrated or they didn't take it seriously. And it feels that this game, it's like one of these games that we have lost in November and December, right? So this is the same kind of performance. We still play well, we create many chances, but Rafinha and Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal keep missing all these chances, all these easy goals, and I don't know what happens, to be honest. I don't know what happens that these players at certain games would just not score, right? So I think that they're not concentrated enough for this game. I think they took it, they thought it's going to be easy. We won against Rayo Vallecano, and then we're going to win again, and they didn't give this game a good punch of concentration and seriousness, okay? So that's what I think happened. But first we have to talk about the man of the match. For me, it's Inigo Martinez without a doubt. I know that they choose Pedri, which he deserves, right? So he delivered a great game. But I think that without Inigo Martinez, I don't think we could have won this game, right? So first he provoked the penalty, right, inside the box. And he was everywhere. He was literally everywhere. Like we were defending with 4 Inigo Martinez. The other defenders were just terrible today. Balde was terrible. Kubarsi completely disappeared. I didn't see Kubarsi defending literally this game. I don't know what happened to him. And Hector Fort was a disaster on his right side, right? So I'm not going to blame him. You know, he didn't play that many games. But again, Inigo Martinez was just correcting all his teammates' mistakes. He was everywhere, on the air, on the ground, recovering the balls, breaking all crosses, taking everything on the air. He was just a monster today, okay? So, and I want to talk about Frankie de Jong. I think that I was never convinced by Frankie de Jong as number 6. And that shown today, that he did show today that I was right, okay? So it's the same weaknesses again and again. We think that he's back, but I don't think he's learning from his mistakes. I don't think he's improving, right? I don't think today it was for me, another disastrous performance from him. Always passive on the ball. At one point, I see him going around Inigo Martinez while he was struggling to take the ball from an attacker, and he didn't do anything. He was just run around him instead of just going on physically and taking the ball, trying to take the ball, right? He was just watching, literally. And even another action inside the box where he was just watching. He was just standing there watching. And this guy is going to hurt us one day or another, I can tell you. And he's still trying to carry the ball too much, not releasing the ball when he needs to. He takes the ball, he runs, and while he's running, the pressure is building up. His corner is always like the other team trying to press, and then they corner him, and then he gives the ball easily or make a pass that just will hit someone and losing the ball in difficult situations. He almost cost us 2 goals today, right? So I don't know about Frankie de Jong. I'm still not convinced. I still want Casado to be the starter. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see if Hansi Flick, hopefully he's seeing that and he will take the best decision possible. So apart from that, Pedri, another outstanding performance from Pedri, another magical night for Barcelona. And I don't know where this guy is going to stop, right? I don't know what else, but he wasn't helped. He was definitely not helped with Gavi today. Also, was not that good. I don't think number 10 is his position, to be honest. I think he preferably plays as an interior or plays on the left side, replaces Rafinha sometimes. I think he will be good inside the box. But for the game fluidity, when the depth is closed and is completely locked by the other team, he's not really helpful, right? So we better have, in these situations, to play with Olmo or Fermin. So Fermin was not available today because of his red card, but Olmo should probably have played from the beginning. We've seen when he came into the game how the game completely changed in the fluidity and everything. So Eric Garcia came in. He was really helpful in the defense. He replaced Kubarsi. And when you see Eric Garcia, you see that Kubarsi was not his game today, right? So he was struggling. And Eric Garcia did a great job replacing him today. So anyways, we got the 3 points. That's what matters. Hopefully all those things will be corrected by Hansi Flick. I did see his face, on the bench. He wasn't happy the whole game. So I think he's really mad and he's going to give it to players, okay? So we need to correct that, specifically the attack. They need to score goals in this kind of